About a week ago, Alderon Games, the developers of Path of Titans, released their April devblog, discussing numerous additions and feature updates that are coming soon, as well as other forms of content planned to be live in the unforeseeable future. While pretty much everything was of substantial importance, one topic in particular stood out more than any other. Path's server improvements, even though it is a very technical subject, represents an extremely impactful change to how the game functions behind the scenes. But more so, it represents a breakthrough that defeats a technical limitation that hurts this genre since its inception. For the vast majority of the dinosaur survival game's existence, most official and community servers of most entries are very frequently capped at 100 players. There are some cases where that number is pumped up to 20 or even 30, but more often than not the end result is an unstable or unpleasantly laggy connection, which makes the whole experience worse overall. Server population in titles like these are crucial not only for their success, but for the game itself to literally function. This genre, at least the way it is currently, is so dependent on its active player base that if you're the only person on a server, you legitimately lose the ability to play as intended, because human interaction is the core component of dinosaur survival games and fuels the overwhelming majority of their mechanics. The entire reason we play them is to essentially roleplay as an extinct animal and experience their daily lives amongst many others. We envision scenery we once watched in shows, documentaries or movies. We want to replicate them, to feel them firsthand. And for that, we need people. A lot of people. 100 is a big number, we cannot deny that. But unfortunately, the big three titles showed us time and time again that number of players is simply not enough, especially on the worlds we play on. Map size and population cap are interconnected and dynamically affect how we perceive and interact with the game. If the level is too big for the number of player slots, the server will feel empty, and if it's too small, it will feel too crowded. But also, if there are very few people, the map will feel too large, and if there are too many players, it will feel too small. There must be a balance between the two to hit just right. Sadly, for many years things have only gotten worse. Maps have been getting larger and larger, with each iteration significantly surpassing its predecessor, while the population limit remains unchanged. And as a consequence, the worlds became more and more isolating despite its increase in quality. Of course, developers can somewhat circumvent that issue through ingenious level design for better population flow, but that can only go so far in helping with this problem. And as of yet, it is not solved completely. But that is about to change in Path of Titans. Over the past few months, Alderon successfully maintained the server with a stable and manageable latency with not 120, not 150, not 180, but 200 people. This is a massive step forward. Not only they managed to literally double the server capacity that is what currently the standard, they did so with minimal lag impact. Make no mistake, this is an incredible achievement from their part, especially considering that this was made in a way that benefits not just every single platform Path operates, but also every single server, not just official ones. The importance of this cannot be overstated. Gondwa will feel more alive than ever before, server performance for default 100 slots will be drastically increased, and now we are extremely close from getting AI dinosaurs. It is still unclear just how much different the current AI is from the Dino one, if they are different at all. But since we have those little fellows for a few years at this point, and the devs waited all this time to add the big ones into the mix, there is a big chance the latter will be more complex than the former in some way. Their presence has a lot of potential. Brand new quest types could be added, the world could feel more immersive with herds of AI roaming around or having to fight off a pack of carnivore bots. They could allow modders to turn their own creations into AI or even enhance the game's artificial intelligence through modding. The amount of content their inclusion alone can provide is actually pretty extensive. And it does make sense why they had to incorporate this gigantic server boost first. Doubling player count on its own is already great, but that also allows for bots to be placed en masse or increase their complexity so they act and behave more like real animals. This is particularly beneficial for communities due to the game's inherent high level of customization. It is very gratifying seeing developers put so much effort into a system or mechanic and still give their player base the ability to use it as they see fit. The positives that brings is outstanding and unfortunately very often underappreciated. All this work makes the game future-proof, since players can mod the game and perpetuate a continuous flow of new content, and strengthens the unity within the community by allowing them to tailor path to how they want to experience it. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. As of right now, we cannot yet see just how much of a big deal this server improvement really is. But in the future, especially with the introduction of AI, we will all see the ginormous potential it has, and even if Alderon themselves don't exploit said potential to its maximum, I'm pretty sure the community will. But what do you guys think? Are you more excited for the 200 player servers or AI dinosaurs instead? Let me know in the comments below. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting the channel and the content I create. If you wanna join the ranks, you can do so for only $1 a month. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down below, join our Discord server, engage with the community, and I hope to see you all next time.